Hi guys, thanks for clicking on the video and welcome to episode 30 of Men's Grooming Weekly. So if this is the first time you're watching any of my videos, this channel is dedicated to hair, beard and grooming tips for the modern man and also ASMR style haircuts and shaving. My name is Elliot Forbes and I'm the head barber at a barbershop in Soho, central London. On today's Men's Grooming Weekly, our product of the week is the Akakappa Matte Finish Wax. We're going to be talking about Liam Hemsworth's top 5 haircuts and a little bit of advice on how to get the little hairs off around the corners of your lips. But first off, my favourite TikTok from the last week. And this is Luke. He's one of my favourite clients. I love cutting his hair. He's a lot of fun. There's actually 4 brothers of them which I cut their hair, and 2 of them have hairy backs similar to how Luke's is, but it's always enjoyable, always pleasurable shaving off the back. I do very much enjoy that. It's just hard to know where the right place to stop is. But now to the product of the week. And this week's product of the week is the Akakappa Matte Finish Wax. Now this is called a wax, but I would consider it much more to be on the clay side of things. And because it is a bit more on the clay side, I always feel like this is a little bit too heavy for my hair. It feels as though it's a little bit too sticky side, doesn't quite dry down into it. And I never feel like I keep the volume in through the front. It always then tends to fall a little bit flatter in through there. I think this would work very nicely if you've got a bit more of a longer hairstyle, if you want to push it back a little bit more. As long as you don't want the volume in through the hair, I think this works very nicely. It does have lovely ingredients with it, and it is on the slightly more expensive side of £23. Akakappa traditionally is a fragrance brand, so as you can imagine, this product does smell very nice. Not quite perfect for my hair though. And this week's hair icon is Thor himself, and it's Chris Hemsworth. And that in at 5 is this longer length haircut, really textured, really loose. It's not too long in him. I think when it gets too long on him, it almost sits too heavy at the bottom. It exposes his hairline, which isn't amazing. But when it's a little bit on the shorter side, I feel like it covers that really nicely. In at 4 is this one where he's got it quite short through the sides, a little bit longer through the top, a bit more of an undone look where it just falls forward at the front there. Really textured, probably a little bit of waxing through the front just to give it the volume, very textured and just pushed in every direction. In at 3 is this slightly more groomed look. I like how it's got sort of more of a rougher parting through there. As groomed as really as it gets with him, but again, just a small amount of product and really tussled. In at number 2 is this slightly edgier look, gone a bit shorter through the sides. It's not fully blended into the top. There's a little bit of a weighting through the corner area. Again, as with most of the looks, it's a bit more of a rugged look, really loosening through that front and a bit more of a beard. I think it works great on him. And my favourite look is this one where it's actually probably just been freshly cut. You can see how it's got that lovely silhouette in through the sides, really tapered out just into the edges. A lot shorter through the top, and you can see how it's just coming over through the finer areas at the front. Covers any sort of recession, but doesn't really look as though it's trying to cover it in any way. Nice amount of texture in through the top and really effortlessly cool on him. And today's question is, do you have any tips on how to get all the little hairs around the corner of your mouth? This is a real common problem. A lot of people have these like baby hairs in through the corners where it's just really white, really fine. You can't really see them. And if you're just doing your normal strokes, it's very hard actually to get them all off. Key for this is actually to come at a slightly different angle. So if I was shaving the moustache area, I'd just come straight down in through there. But actually these baby hairs don't ever really come off when you're doing that. So what the key to do is actually to come across at the angle through there. So what I'm going to do is I would stretch the lip out and then coming down at an angle. Obviously being mindful to move the blade further outwards this way so that actually it's not going to come in and cut yourself. So I would do it from this corner, coming across into the corner there, and then you can just glide straight off that. Again, right in the corners of the lips, just stretch it wide open and come down like so. Being mindful when you're doing that actually this end of the blade is pointing out more towards the camera area. If I was to have it coming in this way, I would jut in and then cut the bottom lip. And again, just coming across the bottom through there and that. It's just a slight refinement, but actually helps to get all those baby hairs off, which are often missed. Okay guys, thanks for watching today. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to drop a comment down below or send me a DM on Instagram. It's probably the easiest place to get hold of me. This beautiful shop in Soho is open for haircuts, shaves and beards. So if anyone wants to book in for any of those services, the link to my website is down below. Click on there and you can go on the book appointment link, and I would love to see you in shop soon. Thanks so much for watching today guys. Have a brilliant day. Much love, Elliot.